Welcome everybody. Welcome to another live stream with your boy Lindberg from the Lindberg channel. Today we are back on Madden 20. We get ready to get a little football in before I have to call it for a night. If you like what you see, please smash that like button, and please let YouTube know if you like what you see by smashing that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and hit that top notification bell. And if you want to become a member of the channel, you can hit the join button. And, and that would definitely help me out to be able to do more and more on this channel. So let's get started. I am on season 2, and I wanted to to see how I could play on pro, and I did not do too well. So we are 5-0. So I had to back it back down. So I wasn't ready for the pro level. So let's see what we can do. All right. Offensive only. I'm a 91. Let's see if I can beat him.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Come on, set, 8, read.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display.
Certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down at the 36-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they move.
Let me see if I can. Let's see if that works.
From 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
60 Pittsburgh.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Broken tackle. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he can't quite there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Check, 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 check.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Ready?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Snap.
From the gun again to Mixon.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll be brought down at the 28. And
Let's see. Let's find out what's going on with this. Oh, okay. I see what. My graphics card needs to be updated.
that is well short of the 1st.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And Eifert has it. Not often to 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
53, high 53.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The end result, 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A draw play. And they corral it just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Here we go. We got it going on. Yeah. I just wasn't ready for the
Set. 10 logo.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. He bulls into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about half.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much with a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? And he's trying to have the same type of a game in this one, but what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over.
53, Mike 53.
Ready?
And now start the drive.
Oh, it's glitching.
Corner, he can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Mixon, and he'll lose yardage. The 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll first down. Mixon. And down into the 15, shy of the 10. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Hey, come on.
Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive with a run by Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
15 line.
Watch the slant.
Shoot.
To give to Mixon. And they're able to get across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready, break.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Green's open, and got it for a Bengal touchdown. AJ. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
On first down, Mixon. And he'll scratch out about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, be deterred by anything.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, fellas.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Nope. Here we go. Ready?
Check 53, Mike. It's our field.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On down, here's Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson, and the Browns are going to get this. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. Set. 50-60 outlaw.
So we got man.
Let go.
They'll come out throwing here to start drive. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Airing one out for Boyd. And going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This is Mixon on the draw. And this will not get first marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Ready.
Back to throw. And able to find Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to give him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose the play, and then go make it and finish it. That's great ones know that they have the goods.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And now they run with Mixon. 4th down after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. You don't want go.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll take it at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Oh, man. Oh, I was bad.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll hustle up to stop. All shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And all the way down to the 42.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
I think I can play at least one more game because I have to call it a night because I got to go to work early in the morning. Do me a favor this week, more. Give me everything you got. Every throw, every run, every play. If you hold back even a little, I'll make you. You know, I'm not. 400 yards and no turnovers. Okay. All right. I gotta check into that because if I got some video that's in private between the 19th and the 20th, I will definitely fix that. Let me see.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up.
For my boy, Junior.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 50 yards. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Ready for the former Oklahoma mix, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Got a man open.
No.
20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll have a first down. He gets across the 50 and down to the 48. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
What's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you like what you see, please hit that thumbs up button.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch, settle down, and relax a little bit after the score.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon. And they'll on a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. He gets this one to board. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back out of plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 3. Going for it all. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Mixon. And from the 5, they work the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they get him down now before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Mitchell Trubisky, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From Motown, we'll take the trip across Lake Erie to Cleveland to check in on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. 10-7, your final. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Terry gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive.
On the ready.
45 to Mike.
We own them. We own them. Keep dribbling.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out deep for Green. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they are going to... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Set 50, plant.
Mike, 45. All day. All day.
Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. A very solid gain of 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You got 3. Three down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's clean. He's going to get this is down to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
From deep in their own territory, they throw. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Well, trying to get the game going. This is Mixon. And he gets this one high of the 35 to the 34. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into a great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point. The time on point. The run even better.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better be ready. 5.
They'll set up a throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and he delivers the ball.
He's got Green. And finally, down he goes. Has worked it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They're going to look to throw. To the line, but it's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a run play. Short.
And he'll take this in the zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, the running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third. This is... And they've got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the set. 50, minus 50. No gain on this defense. No gain.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they good. It's Eifert. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now a shotgun snap. Going deep down into a double team, and it's picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will take over at the 29. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
50, Mike's 50. Cut.
They'll run on Mixon. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield. And got his man. And he's taken down right at at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. That's what we're doing.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now.
All right. If y'all like what you see, please smash that like button. That really helps me out a lot. Man, I can't believe you guys pulled out the win against us. I did not think you played well enough for the victory, but sometimes the ball just don't bounce my way, I guess. All right. I'm trying to. And they hired me. Ooh. Sunday, prime time. Sunday, prime time. Football, baby. Let's get this thing popping and rocking. And so we can get this big W, baby. Oh, wait on me to push button. That game was for you, Junior. $96. Oh, to an 83. Okay. All right.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Set. Turn two stop.
All around, this is Johnson. He's going to be hot forward. A set past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Ran over the guy that
Got a first down at about the 38.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the tree. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon. And he'll be at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Bernard. Able to get it here. Won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punt. He is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual play. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
Let's go, baby.
That's going to hurt.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it's going to be second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. React very quickly to the...
And he will take it off for a bang touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about...
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. On first down, Mixon. And he gets across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 9.
It's 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make it there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Down. 10-2 stop. Check 53 flat. 65.
They'll run on first down. And across into Eagle territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
70. Indy.
On second down now, Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And Tate's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for into the end. Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. You ain't doing nothing.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. 35-10 was the final. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Ryan Tannehill leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up 25 down at the 28-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And I think it's safe to say we know who the game ball's probably.
Let's go now. 30 base.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And knocked away. It's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. Joe, and an alley to run. A very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change their finger.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. If you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's got to the he's dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Snap.
A draw. Bernard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
15 line. 15 line. Get it.
On the delay, it's Mixon. Fights forward about a yard up to the 21.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Bengals. 53 yards. So Green able to avoid the defender, make the tough catch, and that obviously reminds me of the article you and I were reading before the game. In elementary school, he was on the juggling team. He could juggle not 3 but 4 things at once, and that's where he got that good hand-eye coordination.
So when we talk about circus catches that he's made, we're actually pretty accurate, aren't we?
Absolutely. Were you on your elementary school juggling team?
No, they cut me in the first round.
I figured. They wouldn't even let me audition. They'll look to throw, and that's complete. It's Green here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Mixon with a on carry. Of 9 here up to the 34. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon.
Oh, I missed it.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4.
Get ready, get ready.
25 yards that time. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll go to 28. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to knock it over. Bringing 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Had his hands up for a second. And he'll take this in for a goal TD. Joe Mixon, 28 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. On 4th down. Gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Back to Mick, 1st down. Get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
All right.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I have to get ready for bed, but I'm going to play one more game, and then it's 1 o'clock now. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and if y'all like what you see, please smash that like button for me. And I get a bye week, so I think this would be a good spot to hold off, and I will come back next time, and we will get it on. We got a bye week this week, and then next week in the game we are playing against Jacksonville Jaguars. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it right here. And everybody, y'all have a good night. God bless you. And see you tomorrow.